Hi, Aathira.
Hello, Devanshu.
Hi. So, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good as well. So, you must be knowing that here we are to take your interview.
Yes,
Okay, good. So, let's get started with the basic introduction.
yes. Okay, I'm Aathira R Nair. I'm basically from Kerala, born and brought up in Gujarat. Right now, I'm in Electronics and Computer Engineering branch in VIT, and I'm in my fourth year, and I'm placed at Shell.
Okay. So, would you like to tell something about your company, Shell?
Shell is a UK-based company. It's a oil and gas company, but I'm in the technical area, that is software engineering department in Shell.
Okay, so that's good to hear. Currently, you are in fourth year, correct?
Yes, yes.
And you got placed. So, let's get to your academic journey.
Sure.
Like, would you like to tell us guys about academic journey from first year?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, firstly, right now I'm a 9 pointer, like it's 9.06, my CGPA is. But in the start, it was like after first year, it was around 8.92 to 8.96. And I always wanted to be a 9 pointer. But don't, for the juniors who are seeing this, I just want to say don't be stressed if your CGPA is lesser than what you expect, because you just have to give 100% in every semester. Like in one semester, I got 9.57, and due to that, my CGPA turned it over, and now I'm a 9 pointer. So just study from the start, and also do join clubs and teams, which I did, because it's a great experience, and you will gain a lot of confidence because of that.
I went through your CV and came to know that you were an enthusiastic person, like you belong to many of the clubs. So, like, would you like to
Yes,
tell
yes.
something regarding club activities?
Okay, so I in my third year I was the manager of Shaurya Racing team, which is a car team, and I was also a part of Bhangra team because I love dancing, and I was also a part of marketing team in Vibrance and Techno VIT, that is the Technical and Cultural Fest in VIT, and also I have been a part of anchoring. So I have been a part of lots of clubs to learn a lot more about different areas. But other than that, I just want to say that if you are enthusiastic too, then do try at least 2 to 3 clubs, because you will get a greater idea about how you will handle a team, or how you can manage a team, or how it will be working in a company before joining the company itself.
Hearing from you, the second year ones who are still at their home, they should be checking to you since like you just enjoyed your club in campus and we are just in virtual mode. Okay.
uh, I feel in virtual mode also, like in my third year and currently in fourth year, I was also a part of Bhangra team. Still, I was recording dance videos sitting at home, and I was also a part of Shaurya Racing team, where we were participating in different events. So it doesn't matter whether you are in the campus or in your home, because right now the scenario, you cannot do anything about it, but you just take part in different teams. Because what happens is, if you're not taking part in different teams, you are only in your shell, you are not coming out of it, and you're not doing something which will actually help you gain more confidence in the future. So that's why I just suggest to join as much as possible, not more than 3. I feel I have joined a lot, and because of that I was not able to sleep well. But yeah, so at least 2 to 3, I feel it's great.
So coming to your placement, uh, just tell us about some of your selection process.
Okay, so in Shell, firstly, in VIT, when you are in fourth year, you get a lot of mails from different companies that this companies came to our college and they are asking. So we just fill the form. So I fill the form for Shell as well. And after your resume is shortlisted based on your CGPA, based on your resume, everything, you are shortlisted from the company. And then you will be having the first round. For example, in our first round, that was the coding round, where we were having aptitude MCQs, we were having coding questions where we can code using Java, Python, C++, C, any language of your preference. And also we were having SQL coding. So after you complete that, you will be getting a list of people who are qualified for the next round. So after I was qualified for that, we had a pre-placement talk where we got to know about Shell and the branches will be part of. And after that, we had an interview, 1 hour long interview, where one of the sir was asking all the technical questions and all the coding questions, all the DSA, DBMS, OOPS concepts. And the other sir was basically taking the HR interview. He was he was taking care of the behavioral questions and things. So after everything was done, after the 1 hour long interview, in 1 to 2 days they'll be showing you the results, and they'll be letting you know that whether you're qualified or not. So that's it.
I came to know that you got placed very early, like during the month of July or August only.
Yes,
So
yes.
that means at the beginning of fourth year only. And in VIT, there's something like you can't apply for another company after you got placed. So would you like to tell something about that?
Yeah, so basically VIT, the companies come in three like types. It's either super dream, or it's dream, or it's regular, based on the CTC they provide. So if your CTC is 9 or more than 9, then it comes under super dream company. If it's less than that, it's dream company. And if it's less than maybe 4.5 or something, then it's regular packages. So if you are selected in Super Dream company, then you cannot give further exams for any other company. And if you are selected in Dream company, you can only try for other Super Dream company. You cannot try for Dream and regular offers. So based on you, what you got selected, like I got selected in Super Dream company, so now I don't have any chance to appear for any other companies. It's basically because so that 100% placement can be confirmed for all the students.
So that's good. Like you got placed into a super dream company.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you like to tell about your interview rounds? Like how many levels were there? And regarding your coding questions, like what kind of coding questions did you get?
Okay, so interview round was 1 hour long, and the first 30 to 40 minutes was technical based. Like the sir was totally asking all the CS questions, that is C++ or Java or any language of your preference. And then for almost 10 minutes, he'll be asking you to share your screen and code. And the questions which they'll be asking you to code, like online, like in the coding round it will be a little hard, the questions, but in the interview round the questions would be easy to medium, it won't be that tough. And after that, the last 20 minutes they'll be focusing on how your management skills is. They'll be giving you scenarios of how you will handle the team if this scenario happened, if some coworker is not working and things like that.
Okay, we know that VIT has a huge population, like there are many students, and you won't be knowing about everyone. But still, according to you, like, can you tell like how many students got placed, like in the particular company or in your particular school, say ECM, like how many
Okay.
of them got placed?
Uh, Till now, maybe 50% will be placed, but VIT assures that by March or by April, almost 100% get placed, because there are a lot of companies which comes. There are a lot of good companies which comes. So you don't have to worry whether you will be placed or not. But definitely you have to work hard if you want to get in Super Dream company, because a lot of people are fighting for the same. So other than that, placements is confirmed. You will definitely get in either Super Dream, Dream or regular.
Since you got into a super dream company, so just tell us about the strategies which you used during your preparation.
Okay, so I was studying C++, like I studied C++ my 11th standard. So that's why I stick to this subject, because in VIT, we get they teach us Python, C, C++, Java, everything. But since I started with C++, I stick to it. And also I studied with a YouTube channel, that is Apna College. There is a C++ placement course, and I feel it's really nice because the animated videos which they show, it keeps the student going, and it's interesting to learn and watch and learn from that. Other than that, I was solving questions from Geeks for Geeks. There are a lot of questions, like company based questions. So if I'm appearing for a company's exam, I'll make sure that I'm searching for the company's last year questions before that, and I'm preparing via that. Other than that, if I don't have any exam also, I'll be just going through different topics. For example, I'll be finishing arrays first, I'll then be going through strings, then like that. About the codings, I was just focusing upon that. But the interview technical rounds, they'll be asking you a lot of oops questions, dbms questions, which is actually what you are taught in college. So if you are studying it thoroughly in college, I don't think you need to study from basics again. But definitely you need to revise it through, you can go for Geeks for Geeks, you can go for another YouTube channel. So by that, I was just going through, my basic favorite was Geeks for Geeks, because I think the interview questions are also there, the student experiences are also there, that they went through an interview and how was their interview. So I think the go is Geeks for Geeks for me.
So, like for you, you went through Gigs for Geeks or say YouTube. So, other than that, did you follow any other resources like what our college provide to you or any other online resource?
Yeah, so there is a page which college provides for soft skills. So there they do have placement questions which the companies asked before. So you can also practice through it. I also practiced through it, but my main go-to was Geeks for Geeks, because in Geeks for Geeks there is like abundant of questions. Like there is no way that you will fall short of questions there. So that was my main go-to. Other than that, also I was like, for example, if I have given a test and I feel that one question I was not able to complete, so I'll be searching the same question online, and I'll be trying to solve what idea they took to answer that question, so that I can answer it clearly and nicely the next time I get a similar question.
Okay. So, since you told that you belong to many of the clubs, so I would just like to ask you whether technical and this non-technical clubs have any effect on the placement, like
Okay,
during a
so
placement,
uh-huh.
like the clubs which you have joined before. So, were they impact you? Were they helped you in any way?
Okay, so I was not a part of technical club, honestly, because I felt since my branch is electronics and computer, I was already studying both electronics and computer, so I didn't feel a shortage of technical knowledge. So that's why I didn't join a technical club before. But I have joined a lot of non-technical clubs in management category, in anchoring category, and things like that. And I feel it's not a compulsion. Obviously a lot of people are there who are placed in good companies without joining a clubs and all. But if you're joining clubs, if you're joining teams, then you will be getting an exposure which others are not getting, and you will be learning more. You will be gaining more confidence, I feel, because when I joined VIT, I don't feel I was this confident speaking to anyone. Like I used to speak normally with everyone if the other person is fine and all. But now I actually have the confidence to talk to different juniors, different seniors, different company HRs and all. So I feel that confidence comes in. But also, if you're not joining a club, that is on your hand. That you have to take the responsibility that you will be learning it through YouTube, through maybe interview bit, or maybe some other platforms where actually you can gain the confidence to appear for the interviews.
Okay. So, we should join clubs that you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming to your placement, since you got a good placement and you must be knowing, like we all know that for getting a good placement, a good resume is a must. So according to you, how someone can build a good resume?
So, according to me, I'll just say that. whatever projects you are selecting, like in the first year when you do projects and all in VIT, you will try to take easy projects which can be done easily and you can present it easily in front of teachers. But what you have to make sure, when you will grow, you will understand that you want to make those projects which is actually important to present in resume. For example, if I'm applying in software roles, I have to make sure that I'm doing some projects related to machine learning, related to something like deep learning, which actually will show my resume that I have done something else. I'm not doing something which is every student doing in VIT. So you have to make sure that. And also when you're getting free time, for example, this is the best time, like the corona time, you're all home, so you have to build a lot of skills. Because I remember when I was in the start of the corona time, I was doing my front end development. I'm doing my back end development now. I was even doing internship in my front end development. So when you build a skill, for example, front end development, in just front end development, you will learn HTML, you will learn CSS, you will learn JavaScript, you will learn a lot of things. So in that, you can add it in technical skills area. You can join clubs and you can add it in behavioral skills. So if you are increasing your skills, if you are increasing the projects, and if the projects are actually very powerful, then definitely it plays a positive role in the interview. Plus one more thing, a lot of students do this, that they put a lot of good project titles in their resume, but they are not totally aware about it. I don't think anyone should ever do this, because interview is all about your resume, your technical skills, and your behavioral skills. So if you are putting something which you don't know exactly, then they'll be cross questioning you, and for sure they'll find out that the project is not done by you. So make sure whatever you're putting in, it has greater impact, and also you know a good quality of knowledge about the same thing.
Okay. That means, according to you, projects are actually very effective during the interviews.
Yeah, I feel at least in BTech, not only in BTech, I feel resume should focus upon projects and also the internships which you are doing.
So, would you like to tell us about any of your projects which you would have done?
So there is a project. There are a lot of projects, but I feel there was one project which was chess-based classification and machine learning. I I actually did it, and I know that machine learning is really important in today's industry. But to be honest, I removed it while going to the interview from my resume, because this machine learning project was done by a lot of people when I searched online. So that is also one point, that if you are doing a project, it may have machine learning and it may have deep learning, but if it's very common, then the interviewers might think that you have just copied it from somewhere, and they won't feel that it is your skill. So also, since I'm in electronics and computer engineering, I have done a lot of projects which includes the hardware plus the software. So it shows both of your knowledge in both the areas and both the sectors. So I have mainly focused upon the projects which includes both of them.
Apart from project, can you tell us about your work experience? Like, I came to know that during the interview time, when interview was going on, that time only you went through your first internship. So, how was that period for you?
Okay, so that was really tough, honestly, because uh, I started my internship after my third year completed. Like after my third year's final exam, I started my internship. So my internship was on software development as well. It was basically including front end development and testing the chatbots. But what happened was, after I started my internship, almost after maybe 15 to 20 days, our placement season started, the companies started coming, and I was in a very hard state, that I have to study for placements, I have to study for interviews, I have to study for coding, I have to do full time internship as well, where the scenario is totally different, because I'm doing front end development, I'm doing HTML, CSS, I'm not doing C++ coding, which will be beneficial. So it was really hard for me. So from the morning 10 o'clock maybe till 10:30 also I had to do the internship work. So I used to feel like whenever I get the lunch break, or whenever after 10:30, or if my internship gets over early, maybe by 8 o'clock, I'll study my coding or my interview preparation. I'll do it after 8 o'clock, because there is no way I can manage other than that. So that was one thing. But also I'm very grateful that I got it before the internship got over. Like, I got opportunity in in Shell before the internship got over. Like, I got the internship, like, my internship got over September 25, but I got the placement in August 27 or something. So I feel I was really relaxed after I got the placement, because I don't have to ask for a sir 2 hours, please sir, I have exams. So I don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, it is really really tough time, because you see some of your known people getting placed, so you might get stressed more, that if I wouldn't have had internship, I would have got maybe even earlier than this. But I feel it's an experience, and I had a great experience, because now I know how to manage everything together if it comes.
So that was a hard time for you. Okay, so since you did your like you got your placement between an internship, but still, like during the interview, was there any positive impact your internship made on your interview time? Like the work experience which you got from your internship, was there impact? Was there any impact from the same?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the internship, what I was working upon, they'll be asking you the same questions, not the same questions, but what you are working on. And since I was working upon that right there, I mean, when I was giving the interview, I was still working upon that. So it was so fresh in my mind that I can give, if they are asking some questions related to front end development, I can actually give examples by what I have done. So it is definitely a positive thing, but the only problem is the time management, which you have to do anyhow. Other than that, I think you are learning a lot, and for the interview, it is definitely beneficial.
So, as in our college, it is mandatory to learn soft skill in all our first 6 semesters. So, do you really think that soft skill have like been really helpful during the interview time?
During the interview, as I said, if you are learning it from YouTube or some other resources, then you don't have any requirement of any other things. But I feel if you are a fresher, like when you join the college, you are a fresher, you don't have any idea how the interviews will take place, how everything will take place. So at that moment of time, soft skills really help you, because they will give you a clearer idea of how the interviews will take place, and you will start to be confident. You will start to learn more of how to prepare for all these way before the interviews, the placements will start. So I feel that's a plus point.
Okay, so good. So, since you were a 9 point plus pointer, so I would just like to know, like, how did you exactly manage your CGPA, and what were your strategies to to grade good points?
Okay, as I said earlier, pressure does not go hand in hand with the CGPA. So in the start, I definitely took a lot of pressure, because we all know that when we are joining in VIT, we have topped our schools and everything. So when we join VIT, we feel that okay, we can top our college also, but every school topper is in your college. So you have to make sure that you are studying hard, and it's not like you're studying day night, you're just studying your as I said, I have been a part of a lot of clubs and all. So it's not about just studying day and night, but whenever you're studying, make sure that you are giving your 100%. You're not distracted by any other things, which is very common nowadays, because we have a lot of distracting mobile phones and a lot of apps and all. But I feel when you are studying, just make sure that you are giving your 100%, and you know what you are aiming for. You joined here for a reason, so just keep that in your mind and give your 100%. And even if you are not getting like, for example, if you want 9 point or if you want 8 point but you are not getting it, don't be sad or something. because you know that this is an experience. You will learn a lot from this, and definitely give your 100% in the placements. You will definitely crack a good one.
It was very nice to talk to you, Athira. I wish we meet up soon in the college, though you are a fourth year, but still, if we got a chance. Um, thank you. Thank you so much.